Hi everyone, welcome back to my AWS series. So this is the continuation of my previous video where we have done one demo one, right? Where we have uploaded one CSV file, created the ETL jobs, and through the step functions we ran the ETL job. Now I am going to use the parameterized ETL job, right? Or AWS Glue you can say. So what I'm going to do in this demo, I'm not going to upload one another CSV. I will use the same CSV, but I will create one ETL job. This ETL job will pull the data from S3, filter as previous we have already done, and store in S3. Right. This is the responsibility of ETL. And finally, from the step functions, we will we will run this ETL job and we will send source and destination path from the step functions to the ETL. Okay, so let's get started. So let me quickly go to the buckets. Here you can see simply this is my buckets where I have the inputs, right? Under the input, you can see that this is the employee CSV. For demo purpose, let me clear this Parquet file for now. Delete and delete. Delete. Here you can see that how we can delete any object under the S3. All right. So let me go to the ETL job first. Okay. I have showcased you how we can create ETL job from the visual. In this video, I will also going to showcase you how you can create an ETL job from the code. So let quick. This time I'm going to select the script editor. All right, and going to default Spark and create a script. Okay, it will provide you some default script, right, where you can do some modifications, right? These are some inbuilt packages of Glue Spark, right? And how you can access the arguments, and this is the way actually how you can write the script. So you can go to my AWS GitHub link. I have written code for you. Just click copy here and take and just remove this one for now and paste. Okay, so let me quickly explain you what I am going to do here. So these are some default packages which is used by the Glue and Spark. So here is the way how you can read the parameter, right? I will send this parameter from the step function, as well as I will showcase you how to run the ETL using the parameters. So I will send two parameters, input parameters and output parameters. You can read these things. These are the object created, right? And here, yeah, here you can see that how you can pull the data from the S3, right? After pulling this data, I have added the logic for filter, where I write filter logic. Fine. And then I have added here one conditions, which is age is greater than 25, and I am storing this filter data again to S3, right? And as a format as a CSV. So this is the script. All right. So this is the script job details. Let me give the name of the job, and I am going to use the parameterized ETL ETL job. You can give some description. I have already created one role for Glue. This is normal role. You just need to assign two permission, one for Glue, one for S3. That's it. All right, I will go with default settings. Let me save this. So yeah, so new parameter ETL job has been created successfully. Let me go to the ETL jobs where you can see this newly created job. Let me refresh. Yeah, so here you can see that new job has been created. So now previously I know you have seen like we have just click on run and our ETL job start running, but this time we have provided some parameters, right? Input path and output path, right? So what and how we can run this ETL job. So here is an option, run with parameter. Go here, and under this we have a job parameters. So here you can provide some parameters to this. This is one kind of an example. Okay, and here you can provide some like what was the name, input path, input, let me check, input path. Okay, another parameter was the output path. All right, input path and output path, and let me give the URL. This is the S3 for our, or if you do not know how we, where we will receive this, go to your bucket. Under this bucket, right, you need to choose the output. You will copy S3 UI and paste here. Fine. Same for this input. Where is this? Yeah. So under the input, right, where it is your source actually. So you need to give the complete source. S3 script. Here you can pass the, yeah. Okay. Let me double check the name of input path and output path from my GitHub. Yeah, that was the input underscore path, output underscore path. So let me give the input underscore path, output underscore path. Yeah, that's cool. So I will run this job now. It will take both of the parameter from here. It will take few seconds to run. So let me quickly run this. So now you can see that my ETL job has been successfully running. Okay, here you can see the status, that is success. And now let us see that it creates something in under the output folder or not. So let me go quickly to the output folder, uh, bucket name, and under the output you can see that it generates one CSV file for us. All right, again this is the same way which we have done in previous video, but this time we have sent input source and output source from parameters. Okay, this is a different, this is the parameterized ETL. Okay, so let me remove this one, because I will run again this ETL job from the step functions, and I will pass the parameter from the step function instead of directly ETL. Okay, let me remove this, delete, right, delete, it will delete. This is the way how you can delete an object from the S3. Let me back to the S3. Now you can see that output folder is empty, right? There is no object inside the output folder. So now I am going to the state machine. This is the state machines which I have created in my previous video. So let me go the same machine. I'm not going to create a new machine, it will take a time, or not sure I have deleted this one or not. Let me maybe I need to create, no, no. Yeah. So I'm not going to create a new state machine for this example. If you do not know how we can create a state machine, you can go through my previous video where I have created a state machine from the scratch. So yeah. So let me going to the edit here. All right. Go to the code. Okay, so now we need to give a mechanism here so that this step function can accept parameter and send to the ETL job. So what we can do here, we can go here in my GitHub link again, and this is the way you need to pass these arguments from here, right, and paste here job comma here. So what you have pass, you have taken a two parameter, input path, output path. So here you have given a way to a step function which method, which parameter you need to pass. Okay, this is fine. Now I am going to execute this step function. Let me start state machine, click on it, and start execution. So this time, as I said, I have using this. So yeah, here you will need to pass two parameters because we are using the parameterized ETL. So we need to pass a two parameter, which will be the input path and output path. I have already mentioned in my GitHub link. You can just copy from here and paste directly here. But remember, you will need to change your S3 path. So where you can take the bucket name, you can take the bucket name from here. That is, I take from here. This is my bucket name, right? So, all right. This is my bucket name. This is my bucket name. So under this bucket for input, I have an input folder, right? If you remember, and where I have employee CSV. What we have employee CSV. Let me go quickly to see this output folder back. It is loading object. It is little bit slow. So we have a two folder input output. Under the input we have a employee.csv. So same I am taking here. So this is our input path and this is the output path. So what I'm going to showcase, what I'm going to trying to showcase here, I am trying to showcase here like how you can give the parameter to the step function so that it can take by other services which is used under the step function. So what other services is used for our step function? That is the ETL job. So these are the two parameters. Let me start the execution. All right, a new execution has been started. So here you can see that start execution has started. So what it will do, it will again call the ETL job. So where you can see this ETL job, let me go to the runs. So this was the our parameterized ETL job, and let me refresh this. Let me refresh this. Job details script. Okay, so I think I have not given the name of my ETL job. So let me give this name to my ETL job. This is that I forget. Let me go again to the edit state machine and code. And yeah, this is also one of the scenario that we can miss. So how we can resolve it? We need to take a name from the ETL job and now save. All right. Go to the state machine again. Here you can go. I am going to the same one. I am going to the latest one which I have done here. That was the latest one. Benefit of it, when you go to the new execution, you will find the parameter from here directly. So now let me go to the start execution. New execution has been started. Now let me go to the ETL side. So under the run, you can see, yeah, you can see the new job is running here. So it may take some time. Let's wait. So yeah, here you can see that my job has been failed. So there is some reason behind it. Actually, I need to pass some input underscore path and output underscore path these parameter, but due to some typo error, it is failing. But this time I have run again this after providing the input parameter. So these are the input parameter. Okay, and currently this job is still is running. So let wait what will be the result this time. So now you can see that my job has successfully running. So how you can debug in case if your job is failed? First you look into the input arguments. So if you compare between success and failed, like when you will look into the failed, you will see that in under the input path and output path, I'm not getting the exact location which I have sent through the step function. So this was the error actually, but this is successfully running. So here you can see the entire result. This is my input path, right, where this file will come into the picture. Input underscore path, this is the location, and if you look into the output path, so this is the output path. So this was the reason why this ETL job were failing. So let me go quickly to the where S3. So under the S3, as this ETL job run, what it will do, it will create one file under the output folder, right, with some filter data. All right, so here you can see that this is the latest file which is created, right, through the ETL. Now this time what I'm going to do, let me go quickly remove this old one. All right, old one, to understand in better way, let me delete this. All right, so let me delete. All right, let me go back. So this is my file. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to create a crawler very quickly. Going to create a crawler. If you want to see in details, you can watch my old videos. So let me go to the AWS Glue. Under the AWS Glue, you can go to the crawler, create crawler, give the name of the crawler, employee crawler. Next, add a source where this will scan the data. So you can browse the output folder, right? You can browse the output folder. Yeah. So it will browse this, choose file, add an S3. Next, IAM role, you have already one role, right? Next, next. And here you can choose the database. Yeah. So these are all the details of my crawler. These are just additional steps to see actual the filter data. So this crawler has been created. Let me run this crawler and go to the crawler run. Here it is running. It may take some time. Let wait. Okay, so now you can see that my crawler has been run successfully. It created some table. So where we can see, we can go under the tables. Here you can choose the database. So this is a demo user where you can see this. It has been created one table, that is the output table. So let's go quickly to the Athena to filter the data under the output table. Athena. Let me go to the Athena. I am going to choose the table. Here you can directly select a star. Select star from output. Let me run and see what it returns. Yeah. So here you can see that it returns all the user whose age is greater than 25. If you remember, when we write the ETL job, under that job, I have written this filter logic. So this was my job, and in this job, you can see that first we load the data from the S3, then we add a filter like 24 and then put into the S3. So this is the end-to-end demo for entire process. So in this video, we learn how we can send the parameter from the step function and how an ETL job receive parameter from the step functions. So that's all this video. Please do like, comment and subscribe this video, and do not forget to click on the notification icon if you like such kind of video. Thank you very much.